Welcome to the preview of this week's Rare Book Cafe, the book lovers' rendezvous, where the topics are priceless and the conversation is free. I'm your host, Lee Lynn, from the Ridge Books in Calhoun, Georgia, and we have a great lineup for you today, starting with Mike Glenn. Mike was a former basketball player and still is a sports announcer, director of a sports camp for hearing impaired children, a writer, and most importantly, for our purposes, a major collector of African American books and ephemera. Mike has been my friend for nearly 20 years, and in many ways has shaped the direction that the Ridge Books has taken over that 20 years. And it was a delight to have him with us this week. He's going to tell us about his passion for books and give us a hint of a virtual exhibit that he's curating at the Apex Museum in Atlanta that will be starting soon. You can also find Mike on his website, mikeglenn.com. And surprise, surprise, we have found the Road Warrior. He is at his shop in New Hampshire and will share with us some of his latest acquisitions of trips to Florida and trips around New England. Here he's showing us a copy of the complete book of heraldry that he picked up on his travels from the 1700s, I think, if I'm correct. He also, in New England, picked up some Georgia and Florida books, and I'm excited to see that, particularly the Georgia books, when he gets ready to share those with us. He did show us some of the Florida things, but it's good to have him back, and we look forward to him whenever we can locate him. Our weekly segment, Things Found in Old Books by David Hess from Bookman in Orange, California, is something we always looked forward to. We've been waiting for David to find a fortune in one of these books, but I suspect that's not going to happen this week. But if you have things that you found in old books, please send them to David. Watch the program today and we'll show you where to send them. He likes to have pictures. He likes to have some background on the items, and then he'll share them with us on Rare Book Cafe each week. Our book club here in Calhoun met last Sunday night to discuss Ty Sedgley's Robert E. Lee and Me. It was a lively and a very serious discussion. We had a really good evening. We also enjoyed very good food and wine, as we always do. Our next book club meeting, which is in the fourth Sunday in October, we'll be reading Nomad Land. And one of our members knows one of the ladies who has lived this lifestyle of traveling in her van from job to job. She met her while she was at Yellowstone doing volunteer work, but she'll have a lot of insight into this book that we won't get otherwise, and we're looking forward to having that in a few weeks. Closing the program this week is our man in Greece, Ed Markowitz. He's reporting this week from Delphi, and we think he's probably been training to be an oracle. You see, he seems to be making some kind of pronouncement there. He's also going to quote from Steinbeck's Travels with Charlie. I don't know whether Ed realizes that, Charlie was a dog. Has he picked up a dog in Greece? We know there are a lot of feral cats in Athens, and perhaps he has picked up one of those to join him. He also will be reading from Keats' Ode on a Grecian Urn to close the show. We'll be available starting at 12:30 tomorrow, October 2nd, on Facebook, YouTube, and as a podcast, Rare Books Cafe Raw, wherever you get your podcast. Be sure to leave comments, questions, and suggestions. We love hearing from you, our favorite book lovers. See you tomorrow. Bye now.